Hello and welcome to the Music Shack podcast. This is episode number 42. This week you're joined by myself, Bruce,
Ron,
and Ed.
Happy Cinco fucking de Mayo!
Right.
Yes.
Nice. I've also heard it's NASCAR Day.
Okay, I didn't know
They
that.
unveiled the new generation of cars.
Really? For NASCAR?
Yeah.
Oh.
The 7th gen.
Okay.
7th gen. I heard they're trying to draw in like new what is it? New manufacturers, so that it's not just Ford, Toyota, and
Yeah, now they have,
Chevy.
what else is here? Looks like they have Dodge in here now.
But we're not here to be talking about NASCAR. That's not what this podcast is
We can
about.
do that later.
Yes.
Yes,
We can get right on to the music.
that we can. If you want, I can start us off with the artist charts.
Well,
Sure.
Let's listen to what's popular right now.
All right. Number 1 is Eric Church. Number 2 is Taylor Swift. Number 3 is Greta Van Fleet. Number 4 is Justin Bieber. Number 6, Bieber. I messed it up again. Anyway.
At this point, I think you do it on purpose.
I'm not, I swear. You see me just correct myself immediately. Like, if I was doing it on purpose, I would have just kept rolling. Number 5 is The Weeknd. Number 6 is Drake. Number 7's Ariana Grande. Number 8 is Luke Combs. Number 9 is Young Thug. And number 10 is Dua Lipa.
All right.
All right. Looking at the Billboard Hot 100. At number 1, we've got Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. Number 2, we've got Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. Number 3, we've got Peaches by Justin Bieber. Number 4, we've got Rap Star by Polo G. Number 5, we got Levitating by Dua Lipa. At 6, we got Kiss Me More by Doja Cat. At 7, we got Montero by Lil Nas X. At 8, we got Astronaut in the Ocean by Masked Wolf. At 9, we got Up by Cardi B. And at number 10, we got Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo.
All right, moving on to our Billboard 200. We have a new entry. At number 1 is Moneybagg Yo with A Gangsta's Pain.
It's a good album, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't think it's number 1.
It won't be if something I read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read something. Ooh, did I read something?
But down to number 2 is Young Thug with Young Stoner Life Slime Language. Number 3 is Morgan Wallen with Dangerous Double Album. New entry at number 4 is Eric Church with Soul. Down to 5 is Justin Bieber with Justice. Rod Wave is sitting at number 6 with Soulfly. A re-entry is at number 7 is The Weeknd with After Hours. Number 8 up to number 8 is Dua Lipa with Future Nostalgia. Number 9 is Taylor Swift with Fearless, the Taylor version. And number 10 is Pop Smoke with Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon.
Hey,
Hey.
glad to see that's back in the top 10.
Well, it hasn't changed since last week.
Oh,
So, that one anyway.
hi.
You can tell which list he does not look at.
Yes.
What I was saying about that is about that album probably not being number 1 next week.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole has supposed to be dropping an album this week, so that's yes. We could get on to our featured stuff.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
look at some of our features.
Where we starting?
Can start off with what I brought along.
There we go.
We got Turn Up That Dial by Dropkick Murphys. I'm so happy it's here.
Yes.
I've been waiting for it for a while.
Yes.
I actually enjoyed this a little bit more than I thought I was going to. Just because it's Dropkick Murphys. I'm not a big Dropkick Murphys fan.
Did you just say he enjoyed a Irish styled rock?
Yes.
My God.
I know, it's weird.
It's lovely.
When's the last time it snowed in May?
It shows that the planet is healing.
Oh shit. It's March, isn't it? Right? No,
No, it's
May.
It's
It's
May.
May.
Got it right in the first. There we go.
You okay?
No. Hey.
But I mean, it's hard to really pick a highlight off of the album because they were all so good.
I really leveled with Smash Shit Up.
I figured you would.
Huh?
I figured you would with that one.
Yeah, because, somebody's been trying to do the right shit. I do miss the days where I could just fuck shit up and not really worry about the consequences. So,
Yeah.
thought Happy Birthday Motherfucker was hilarious.
That was a great one. I have to say, one that was always fun to listen to, of course, was Middle Finger.
Mm-hmm.
That one was just fun to sing.
I can never keep.
And then Queen of Suffolk County was actually a really fun one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. The intro was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There was a stabbing at a bar. The woman will be on trial. What is it? What's the exact wording?
I forget.
But it's something to do with appearing in a courthouse, the next day. And then, it breaks into a song about a woman from Suffolk County.
Boston police have apprehended a woman tonight in connection with a stabbing outside a Chatham Street bar. She'll be arraigned at Suffolk County Courthouse in the morning.
And then they go on singing about a woman whose bounty was violence and cocaine. Right?
Something like that. I know cocaine was part of it, but that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought...
Cocaine and violence were her bounty.
Yeah, there we go. See? See? May not know what month it is, but...
You can remember song lyrics.
Yeah.
You can remember it very well.
Well, that's if he enjoys it,
True.
Yeah.
True.
which I feel like is anybody.
Yeah, that's 100% everybody, I believe.
I mean, hell, there are songs that I listened to again like 2 days ago that I haven't listened to in at least 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Know half the words, if not all.
No, I knew every single word.
Without missing a beat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's me with Hollywood Undead. I go back to like Swan Songs era that I don't listen to a whole lot right now, just because I'm usually not in the mood for them. I guess you give me any of those songs, I'm like, all right, I know the words.
I like how they started off the album with a nod to their fans.
Yes.
Like, I really appreciated that. So.
Yeah, I mean, overall, it was solid.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm gonna go to, a lot. Probably.
Really? Explain. I was shocked that you even enjoyed any of it.
Yeah, I was too, honestly. But yeah, overall, it's a
Overall,
good set list. But why don't we move on to Ed?
We can do that. I brought along Trampa's Disrespect. Now, I never listened to a full album by the guy, but I am subscribed to Never Say Die's YouTube channel, which is the label he signed under. And I've heard a few songs by him in the past from them uploading songs by their artists. And I was pleasantly... I really, really enjoyed what this...
Yeah, this was
album
this was actually really good.
Did I say the name of the album?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This was a good set.
I'm in my own world tonight. Sorry.
We can tell.
But yeah, I love how he had... he made an attempt at making a love song, and it wound up probably be having one of the hardest drops I've heard all year. Your Love. And then he tried to do it again with Back to Me.
Yeah.
Saying about, hey, come back to me, and then just heavy as fuck drop. And you're like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I like Generals a lot.
Oh, Generals was
That was
good.
a good one.
Yeah, Volgatron went... Well, was that?
Killer P and Volgatron.
Yeah, 1/4 of the Foreign Beggars. I miss them. I would love... I'd love for Volgatron, Metropolis, DJ No Names, and there's another name evading me right now, to just come back together and just drop an album.
I mean, if there's talk about Mudvayne reuniting for tours, at the very least. So it's something that could be possible.
Yeah.
At this point. So. Yeah, it's only 10 minutes. It's only 10 songs, like.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but I also feel like it's normal for dubstep anymore.
Yeah.
They don't do super long sets anymore.
Yeah, electronic music tends to be really. Here's the best 10 songs that we got for you.
Right.
Signal was good. Sickhead was good.
Mm-hmm.
Nole, I haven't heard any of her stuff, but this is the second time she's been featured on an album that we've talked about on this podcast.
What was the other one?
Joyride.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, clearly she's doing something right.
She can rap her ass off.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
that it was.
I feel it was a little short. And then you had a bunch of singles.
I did have a bunch of singles, but there's one album. Well, there's two albums I want to talk about before we dive into the singles.
Okay,
If y'all cool with that.
that's fine.
All right. So Zoo, one of my favorite house artists, dropped Dreamland 2021, and I really enjoyed the album. Standouts for me was Lost It, How Does It Feel, Sky is Crying, Yours, Soko, Zudio 54, which is what I played for y'all before the podcast. But it's 12 songs. It's good. Definitely worth checking out if you're into like chiller house music. The other album I wanted to bring up was Typhoons by Royal Blood, which starts off fantastic. First song is Trouble's Coming, Oblivion, Typhoons. I played for you guys Boilermaker.
That one I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it's a solid album. I was gonna recommend it, but somebody doesn't like dirty rock, so it's a lot more complex than your basic dirty rock. Moving on to the singles, recommended Burna Boy's new song Kilometra.
I loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, that's a surprise.
that is a surprise.
Eh?
That's a very big surprise.
Yeah, it was enjoyable, as in most of Burna Boy's music is. If you haven't heard of him, definitely go check him out.
Yeah, I certainly like his flow.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a good for what he does and his delivery. It works really well. It was decent. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it.
I also recommended. Okay, bear with me. I'm sorry.
Ed's having a rough day.
Very rough day. I had a rough week. Anyway,
You also gave us
Ramen and OJ, Joyner Lucas
and Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, which I thought anytime you got Joyner Lucas on a track, it's going to be lyrically solid.
Yeah.
And then you get Lil Baby on there, who I don't think he has done a half-hearted track like since I heard of him. Like all his tracks are just great. So yeah, and then Shadows by Seven Lions, Wooly, and
MIDI. Yeah, I was not a fan of this one.
No,
No.
took too long to drop.
No, I didn't even like the drop.
Oh.
I couldn't even tell it to drop.
Oh,
I thought it was just like a progression in the song.
gotcha.
Personally, I think that's what my whole takeaway is. Like, I like the ambience. I think that's nice, and it's not like it's too long of a song either, because it is a bit slower, but it doesn't drag. I just feel like the drop wasn't really much of a drop. I think it was more or less just like a continuation, and then it circled back around.
Gotcha.
So I was like, ah. So I don't know.
All right.
But yeah. Moving on, we have my album and my singles.
Prague album.
The what?
Isn't it Prague? Supposedly, right?
I guess you could consider it Prague.
Yeah.
I think so.
But I brought the new Gojira record. Gojira. I like Gojira, personally. I told you guys I like them better live than I do on recording, but they're still good. Because they take metalcore and they do weird twists with it by incorporating progressive elements and just whatever they can think of, I guess, that is out of the box. Because they do some innovative things and just some wild, different sounds.
I gotta say, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Fortitude. It's a good record. It's just very out there. Because when you look at it, you have Amazonia was a good example of just like out there. It's a weird riff. It's on a guitar, but it almost sounds like a banjo, kind of like just jungle-esque vibe. And it's just it fits. It's Amazonia. It's about the Amazon. It's just weird. That's all I can really describe this record as is just weird. But the only problem that I had, and I talked to Ed about this earlier before we started, the problem that I had is that the mixing of the whole thing is just off, I think. Because you can hear the instruments more than you can hear the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a bad thing. But when it comes to this type of stuff, people expect to be able to hear the lyrics and the vocals like clearly, and it's kind of hard to do that with this one.
Mm-hmm.
They were I guess they were more focused on mixing it to where you could just hear the instruments, and it was more about the instrumental, I guess.
And then the lyrics were just there to help support it.
Right. So I don't know. It still felt weird. Because there are definitely a couple songs on here that I feel like were more lyrically driven than they were instrumentally driven. But I mean, hey, it's getting a lot of praise right now.
It is. That's why I checked it out before you recommended it.
And I think it's just because that it's so different and it's so out there for the metal genre. And being straight up metalcore, like it's so different. I think that's why people are drawn to it almost. But yeah, like I said, it's good. If you're a fan of, metalcore and Gojira themselves, you will probably like this, because it's really no different than what they're doing, like that they've done prior. There's just a lot of new elements thrown in with it. But I also gave you guys the new Spirit Box single.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Circle With Me. I love Courtney's voice.
Mm-hmm.
It was something.
Every time they come out with a song now, it just slaps. Constance was a good break because it was a very ambient, very soft, but it was still good. But the rest of them have been just straight up like hitting you the entire time. And then her lows, her frickin' lows. She's a demon, and it's great. That album I am very much looking forward to, and that's probably the one you guys will get when it drops.
All right, then.
I was listening to it, and I didn't get a chance to listen to it till I was here, so there's no guitars in here, so I had to play the air guitar.
Their riffs are just
Oof.
they're chuggy.
I was trying to figure it out, but with an air guitar, you don't really have the frets or the strings. You could get the tone right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but their riffs are chuggy. They're
How do you
beefy.
get that?
They hit you. The vocals hit you. The lyrics are amazing. Everybody in the group knows how to work as a cohesive unit. It's so good.
Yes.
Nick Nocturnal gives them a 5 every time, rightfully so. He gives them a 5 out of 5 Nicks every time.
I can see why.
But that other channel I watch for the vocal coach, he did a reaction to that and did a breakdown of it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to. So I'm very curious to what he thinks.
Yeah.
And then I also gave you guys the new Like Moths to Flames singles, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Basilisk and Inherit the Tragedy.
Both?
This was a double feature. This came out last Tuesday, or was it the 23rd? No, that was we recorded it on.
We recorded on. So it dropped 420.
Okay.
Yes, I believe. Hold on.
No.
No.
It didn't. Give me 1 second. That
No.
dropped last Tuesday, so that was
Last
the 27th.
27.
Yes.
My bad.
Okay.
I think your 420 went a little too long.
I haven't smoked for 2 days, so that's why my mind's not running right.
But yeah, this, like Moss the Flames, it just straight up metalcore, deathcore elements. It's everything you want from them. I love it. The iconic cleans, the iconic growl, their chugginess, they slap. And it's so soon too. It's like they just had a record last year.
Yeah.
They've already got 2 songs dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Like that album was in October too, I think. So
Right.
it was really
Sounds
wasn't that
about
far.
right.
It really wasn't that far away, or that long ago. So, but and then the one I didn't give you guys, partly because I have no idea how to pronounce this.
Oh.
But it's Vilharta dropped a new song. It's Thal. It's Thal metal, which is just
Ah.
like, it's just brutality
Okay.
and chaos in a weird mix.
Okay, so we're listening at after the pod
Okay.
because I'm intrigued.
As am I.
Because it's normally when I say chaos and brutality, I typically bring up Brand of Sacrifice and groups like that. This is very much not that. It's so odd, and that's just what they specialize in. Is just what this thing called Thal. But yeah, I enjoyed it, which was weird for me because normally when it's this, it sounds like a bunch of discord, and normally I don't like it when it's like that, when there's no coherency to it. But this was actually enjoyable. Don't know why, but it was. But and that is what I have. Their last record was actually in 2013, so this is new. And this is, and they had a single 2 years ago. So I mean, they're kind of sporadic a little bit. But yeah, that's what I had this week for you guys.
Alrighty.
So moving on from our featured stuff for this week that we have, we can go into upcomings or intermittent listening.
I guess
Where do we wanna go
intermittent
first?
listening.
Intermittent.
Okay.
So, I've gotten into a huge happy hardcore kick again.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I love when Bruce goes on this kick because he just finds some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've also been listening to a lot of Mudvayne today. Had it playing almost all day at work today.
You've corrupted him, Ed.
They're just good stuff.
bad.
They're just good.
I know.
Who would have thought that it would be me
How,
who
how,
introduced him to Mudvayne?
how can it be corrupting when you're just
Ron,
showing
you
me
knew-
something that's
you knew him
good?
for how long and didn't?
It was hard enough to get him to listen to metal to begin with.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
That's very true. It's very true.
It took me, what, probably about 7 years to get you to listen to metal.
And I think the first metal I started listening to was Dragon Force, and that was only because they were a meme.
Yeah,
And then I just liked it.
and then I gave you Starkill,
Yes.
and it went from there.
And then it's just going from
He
there.
did his own searching at that point. But
Yeah. But I've also been listening to... I showed you the one song he released recently, the guy I met on Twitch.
Jonathan Young,
No, not
Oh,
Jonathan
okay.
Young.
the other guy.
I can't remember his name, but I have him on SoundCloud.
Speaking of Jonathan Young, he dropped a song with the 3 Days Grace drummer.
Oh, did you drop the song already?
Yes, that dropped on the 30th, I think. It's amazing.
I
It's very heartfelt. You can tell that he put a lot of work into it. The riffs are amazing. The drumming's amazing because 3 Days Grace drummer. Yeah, no, it's good. I like it.
But
Played a
yeah,
lot.
on SoundCloud, he's Mattis West 12, and I showed you the song he put out called "Y'all Ain't Moved in a Minute," the fully instrumental guitar track
Oh, okay.
with the whistles.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
So I've also gone through and I've been listening to all of his other stuff.
Oh.
He's funky.
Yeah?
He's funky fresh.
All right.
I'm gonna have to show you guys some of his stuff. He's got some interesting track names. I mean, one of my favorites by him is just Asparagus.
Oh. Now I want to hear this.
Yeah.
You have my interest.
It's just so good.
I've been listening to a lot of the new Beartooth singles, specifically "The Hell of It," just because I love the jumpiness of it. I love how it flows really well. The drums complement everything so well, and then it hypes you up. I love it. I love the rhythm. I love the beat. I like the chorus is amazing. I've also listened to an artist that I found. He does rock. I think he does everything himself. It's like almost like a pop rock kind of vibe, I guess. A little bit of dirt thrown in. Called Letdown. He goes by Letdown. I was listening to a song on YouTube. I don't remember what song I was listening to. And this song, called "Love is a Weapon," by this guy came on as the ad. So I let it play. Oh my god.
Oh,
This guy is amazing. I went through the rest of his stuff. He's got a bunch of singles right now. This guy is amazing. I want to see him do at least an EP. A full record would be nice at some point. I want to see him at least do an EP with some more stuff. But he's got something good, and I hope he keeps rolling with it. I hope he gets traction, because it's amazing. So I've been doing a lot of him. I found a song by Citizen Soldier called "If I Surrender," which is about dealing with like depression and suicidal thoughts and all that kind of stuff. So that one just hits hard.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fantastic. The new Machine Gun Kelly song that dropped a little bit ago, that dropped on the 29th of April, called "Love Race," featuring Kellen Quinn, the vocalist for "Sleeping with Sirens."
Oh.
Ed perked up. It's good. MGK is definitely rolling with that whole like alternative rock, like pop rock, punk rock
It seems
feel.
to be the thing he wants to do more. Kind of like,
I'm all for it.
He does it better than he raps.
It does, honestly.
kind of like,
No shade. No shade.
I'm all for it. And "Sleeping with Sirens" also dropped a new song.
I feel like Machine Gun Kelly and Post Malone are kind of going in that good direction where they got started with rap and they're just doing what they want to do now.
Yeah,
Well,
seems to be that.
you know, it's weird. The first song that I heard by Machine Gun Kelly that I liked, he didn't rap in.
Yeah, it's weird
He
how that.
sang in. It was with. He was a feature on a Steve Aoki song.
Okay, that's an odd
I think I remember
pairing.
you talking about this at one point.
That was the first song I heard by him that I was like, "This is good. What else does he have?" I'm
Oh,
like,
he does rap.
Oh, yeah. That's okay.
But
That's who this guy is.
It seems to be a good way to get a foot in the door, just start off with rap.
I mean,
it seems to get
he's
places.
a very successful rapper. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just think he does this better than he does rap.
Oh, I agree. He seems to want to do it more as well. He has more passion for it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is true. I also, because it featured the Sleeping with Sirens vocalist, I went and checked them, and they had a new song come out in March that I didn't know about. It's new to them, technically. It's a cover rendition of "No Rain" from a, I guess, movie or show called Paradise City. It's not that Paradise City. But I believe it's a cover. It's called "No Rain." I believe it's a cover, but it's a good cover. It's piano, with some guitar, if I remember correctly, and drums behind it. It's very melodic, and it's good. So that's where I've been, for the most part. I haven't really gone anywhere else heavily. I did listen to Disturbed this morning at work.
Disturbed's good to listen to.
We were unloading our truck because our Wednesdays are truck day. So I had Disturbed on. Yeah. That's about it.
Oh yeah, and I just remembered
I think
we
that's
did
about it.
drywall the other day. We were putting drywall on all the ceilings in the house. And of course the rocking music is always just, a good mixture of Disturbed, Five Finger Death Punch, System of a Down. And then that's what we would normally listen to, and I decided to just mix it up a little bit, and I just added Ailstorm. I added Brothers of Metal, Rob Zombie, Tomorrow is Lost.
Rob Zombie.
Of course,
Rob Zombie?
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
And this has been Rob Zombie. Where have you been, Ed?
Where's your head been musically wise?
As many places as my head has been.
So a car.
Shut the fuck up, Ron. No, what is it? I listening to like Bring Me the Horizons. There's a Hell, Believe It, I See in It. There's a Heaven, Let's Keep It a Secret. I listened to that album a bit. I, believe it or not, ran through Skrillex's Recess.
Okay.
Just for reminiscing purposes.
Not because of Trumpa.
No. If I was gonna run through anything because of Trumpa, it probably would have been Excision.
Okay, I can see
Just
that.
for comparison.
Just for comparison.
Oh, dude, those drops were brutal.
They were.
Like, it was nice. Also, for what I went on a slight of a Skrillex kick. It was weird. The Jack U album, which is Skrillex and Diplo, ran through that a bit. Forgot how much I enjoyed the Take You There remix featuring Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
Actually listening to a little bit of Papa Roach before we started too. So I guess I've been more so in a alternative 2000s kick for whatever reason.
I ran through because I'm in a spinning mood. So I ran through some of Amir Van Buren's Lost Tapes. Oh, great album.
Yeah.
Yeah. But outside that, it's pretty much where I've been. Just electronic and the new shit that dropped from Dropkick Murphys, Royal Blood, Zoo, and Trampa. So
It's a good mix, I'd say, for all of us, really.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because we normally have like one thing we focus on, and this time we're kind of just all over.
Mm-hmm.
I think it definitely shows that our tastes are
Evolving.
More, yes, well, they're evolving, and we're also being a lot more open in general. We're like, let's just play this now.
Yeah.
Instead of just playing the one thing because I've definitely been learning just from doing the podcast alone that it's more interesting to have a wide variety of things you can go through. And it's like, oh, today I feel like playing Dropkick Murphys nonstop, or today I feel like playing Happy Hardcore. Like the HVAC guys at work said it perfectly. It's just like one day it's heavy metal, the other day it's some kind of techno, the other day it's like some kind of Celtic. It's like, we can't understand you. It's just like, makes it fun.
Right? I gotta say, my iTunes library definitely throws my coworkers off, because I'm known at work as the guy that listens to the angry music.
So they go through your...
I have literally played at one point. I played NF with Clouds when I was closing the one day. My one of my coworkers looked at me and goes, "That's not typical Ron music." I'm like, "I know. I'm listening to rap now."
Yeah, that's...
It's always interesting when someone's just like, "Oh yeah, you listen to metal or stuff like that." It's just like, I only listen to maybe a quarter of the genres of metal that exist, or maybe an eighth of the genres of electronic that exists.
Right. Yeah. No, and then the other day I had someone comment. It's like she was watching. I was listening to Yellow Card, and she was watching my head, move to the music, and she goes, "That's not how you typically move to angry music, so I assume it's not that." I was like, "You're right, it's not."
It's Yellow Card, it's far from it.
Yes.
The angry music.
Literally, I am just known as that guy now.
I mean, the anger originally drew me into metal, and then I heard songs like, you know, Bring Me the Horizon shit, which is very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a song by a band. I only listened to this one song by that band. And Ron's probably going to punch me in the face after I say this. Because I only listened to one song by this band.
Oh?
It's, why is it evading the shit out of me right now?
Can you give me the band?
Amity's Affliction.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I can.
Because
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Just the first time I heard this song, I was like, is my mind singing? Did my mind write this?
Yeah, Pittsburgh's a good one.
Oh my god. I've been searching for an answer, but I'm lost inside my head where I spend every waking moment wishing I was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me when I heard the song. And I said, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, like, and that's
It's
just
not me now because I got therapy and shit, but
yeah. Granted, metal is just, it is angered music. It is people being upset at things.
yes.
It also depends on which genre you go in.
Right.
Because, of course, it's like, oh, then you go to power metal or just some kind of melodic, and it's just like, now you got people singing about slaying dragons and having fun space orgies.
Mm-hmm.
And you got porno
And the
grind.
thing is, I'm
We
referencing
don't
one
talk
album
about that.
alone.
That's not metal. That's just sound.
I always forget that's technically considered metal.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which is interesting because there was a video I found two different videos where one was like, oh, all like of these metal genres and a quick example of them, and porno grind came up, and I was like, is it really? Is it really? Really?
What sucks is that we now know that it exists, and we know what it is.
Yes.
The thing is, the worst part is it popped up, and I was like, God damn it. I knew exactly what it was.
When I want to throw somebody for a loop, I will put on Got a Little Bit by Hunt the Dinosaur.
God, I love that song. I love that record.
Like only for the weird electronic break.
Yeah,
It's because people are like, what the fuck?
because it's deathcore.
It's like,
It's goblin deathcore, and then it goes into an electronic thing.
and they're like, what the fuck is going on? What is happening? Did you change the song? And it's right back to. And you're like, oh, okay.
Hunt the Dinosaur, though, is they're actually really good.
I've had a full experience like that with my dad in the car. It wasn't anything extreme like that. It was Best Band in the Universe by Galactic Kraken. And of course, right as it switches over to Brian playing, my dad's like, I just love your playlist. And I was like, oh, don't worry, this is still the same song as before.
This is the same thing.
Same song. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's like when I first found Bass House. And I'm like, oh, this drop is house. This drop is dubstep-esque. This drop is just trap. What the fuck is going on?
it's like Ludens. Where it's everything.
Ludens is the worst example.
Yeah, I guess.
That flies all over the place.
Yeah, that one.
And
that's
fits
just
better
like it just fits better on the album. I don't
on
know
the
why.
album. They shouldn't have released that as a single.
No, they should have put just. I
I
don't know.
shitted all over it when it was a single.
You and I both did.
And hearing it on the album, the way it fits in the album, you're just like,
I see what they're going for now.
yeah, I understand.
Still the weakest one on the set list, I think, though. But like I can appreciate it a little bit more.
It's like, I can't see this by itself, but as a whole, it works.
yeah, it's weird. Yeah, metal is metal has always been described as that one genre that even the subgenres have subgenres.
Yeah.
The subgenres have their own subgenres at this point. Like it's that bad.
Well, I mean, electronic music's getting there.
Yeah, that's
Because, like, you know, before it was like, hey, this is techno, this is house,
this is dubstep. This is hardcore.
Now you're listening to something, and you're like, this sounds like dubstep. It's not. It's glitch hop, you dumbass. What? Hold on, wait.
This is 8-bit. This is techno trap. Like, this is happy hardcore. Like, okay.
All right, thank you.
Because like originally you had metal, you had thrash metal.
This is happy hardcore glitch pop thrash.
Yeah, you had metal and thrash metal. You had nothing else. Then you had then you get into hardcore. metalcore, death metal, deathcore, power metal,
Yeah,
sludgecore,
I don't feel like adding,
porno grind.
I don't feel like adding a different riffage should change the genre completely. I feel like as long as the whole construct.
I think a lot of times it's not so much the riffing that's changing, it's just the entire flow of everything is changing.
I gotcha.
Because a lot of deathcore uses metalcore and hardcore riffs,
Yeah.
but the flows and the structures are a little bit different. And then the vocals, obviously. So yeah, no, it's just, it's weird.
But as a casual metal fan, it's hard for me to pick something apart and go, oh, this is X subgenre of metal.
Yeah, I don't think anyone follows one specific genre as to what, like, if as a band, I don't think anyone just follows a specific type of metal that they want to do anymore. They kind of just blend everything.
Well, I remember, what was it? I remember the first time I listened to a Zomboy album, because I knew Zomboy from his songs that would get featured on compilation albums by UKF and occasionally by Never Say Die. And I purchased an album by him, Neon Grave. Definitely worth checking out. And was shocked on how much he jumps around in genres from track to track. Well, subgenres of electronic.
Right.
Like, I was like, oh, okay. Then you got Nero that just does Nero.
It just does whatever Nero does.
Yes. It's dubstep-esque, but it's chilled, and it's great.
Yeah. Oh, it's like baby metal. They do power metal, but they throw in core aspects, whether it's metalcore or deathcore or something like whatever. It's all over the place. And then they also have one song, Ine, which throws in their J-pop roots, because they're actually Japanese idols that do singing for a metal group.
Gotcha.
So it's like that almost, where it's just everything.
That reminds me of some of my favorite power metal bands, because it's like, yeah, you got power metal band A where they're just power metal, then you got the symphonic power metal, melodic, orchestral. They all fall under power metal, but
And then you have symphonic death power, which was Starkill.
which
It's still one of my
throws
favorites.
you back and forth, but it just sounds so good to your ears.
Yeah. But I say we move on to our
See what we got for some news.
yeah, let's go news and we can wrap up with upcomings.
Yeah, I don't have much for news.
Bruce, do you have anything? Because if not, I have one thing.
I mean, I'm looking right now. Looking to see if there's anything worth talking about.
But so while you search, so anybody who grew up in the early 2000s and listened to, punk pop, the punk rock era of music, like All Time Low, All American Rejects, Fall Out Boy, and all them, they will know the song "Dear Maria, Count Me In" by All Time Low. So it is a real person, Maria. She is a real person, and this song is about her, and she came out recently on April 2nd on TikTok, and like made a little like funny post and captioned it: when your friends write a song about you being a stripper, that gets them famous, but they don't tell anyone where you work, so you don't make any money from it. And it, she showed her face, and she posted this, and it got so much traction. And she's done stuff like this before, where she's posted like little snippets about knowing the group and saying how this song is about me. That never got traction. And like poking fun at it, never got traction. This blew up for whatever reason. And people still deny it, but like it is her. She verified it and everything, because she's actually close with the bassist, even though she's friends with everybody in the band. She's closest with the bassist, and like got his confirmation of like, is this song actually about me? And he goes, yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, they were when they were living in Baltimore, they apparently were in this huge group of friends, and she had told them she was going to start working going to be a dancer at the local club. And they would always, there was always a show happening each week for All Time Low. They would always have, because of their huge friend circle, they would always have a show playing, no matter how many people showed up. And then when she told them she was going to be dancing for this club for what she was going to do for money at that time. They ended up writing the song about her. And she even showed a picture of what she looked like at the time. And I can see why. Because of just for that time.
Gotcha.
But apparently she's a mother of 2. And she's doing really well for herself. But yeah, apparently they decided to somebody had the lead singer had contacted her about it, or somebody had said to her about their former tour manager had texted her at one point when this was happening, saying that the lead singer was writing a song about her and that there's not much, and then he played her the chorus and the intro. So she ended up knowing about it. So it was very funny.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently she's a real person. It's a real story. And she actually was a stripper at some point. So yeah, weird. And it's weird how we're finally knowing about this.
Yeah.
Knowing how it came about.
Yeah, this was 2007 that song came out. And
Yeah. Here we are in 2021.
oh, this is how this happened.
14 years later.
It's weird how it happens like that.
I just think it's funny.
So, the only news I have is about how Lil Wayne did a performance on Saturday night, which was May 1st, at Trillfest, Miami, and before he performed his song Uproar, which I fucking love, he sat there and paid homage to DMX.
Good. Somebody has to. That's amazing, though.
Yeah. Well, what I think is so cool is the fact that they played Uproar after, because it features Swizz Beatz.
Mm-hmm.
And Swizz Beatz, a lot of, how do I want to word this? A lot of the memorable DMX tracks has Swizz Beatz on it.
Okay.
Get It on the Floor. There's plenty of memorable songs without Swizz Beatz. But anyway, I just realized that running through my head. But yeah. Yeah, so I thought it was really cool that, they played that song after he paid homage to DMX. There was one guy that, was performing at a nightclub, almost got his chain taken. I'm not saying his name because I refuse to entertain anything that involves the person. Anyway.
But, Bruce, did you find what you were looking for?
I did not find any news.
Okay, so that will move us towards our upcoming releases, which will round out the show for tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually had to go with a different list because my other one didn't have anything for this week.
Is there still a list of Scandinavian diseases?
There's a couple.
Okay.
Which
well then,
list-
Doctor, what do we have today?
So, what I have here is slated for May 7th. We have Artillery with X. We have Ghost Iris with Comatose. Inferno with Paradigma. Or, I think that's what it is. Nordhevel, something like that, with Fenrir EP.
That's definitely a parasite that you get.
I could be butchering it because I think it's probably Swedish or Viking or something.
You mean Nordic?
Yeah. So it's one of those two, I'm pretty sure, and
Although Swedish is Nordic.
true. It's a derivative. Osaya with Loss, Scarlet Riot with Invicta, Sumo Psycho with Initiation, and Valkanis with Odyssey.
That sounds honestly dangerous.
What?
A psycho sumo wrestler.
Sumo Psycho?
Like, that sounds extremely dangerous.
I feel like you'd see that in a movie with aliens invading Earth or something like that, and they're the only thing that can save us.
Yeah, that is what I found. because Loudwire didn't have anything.
Don't ask any more questions.
Don't say anything like that on recording. Hollywood might be listening.
You steal our
Coming
ideas.
this fall.
This summer.
Baloney Man.
Okay, enough.
All right.
That's a reference.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, I had to go with a different site because Loudwire did not have anything for the 7th.
Wow.
Instead, Louder Sound had something.
Gotcha. So, moving on, we can look at the list that Hip Hop DX has up. They got one album listed for the 5th, which would be today.
Which is the day of recording.
Day of recording.
So it's out by the time this goes up.
It's Reese Langston dropping Stalin Bollywood.
Oh?
Yeah, I might check that out just
Sounds
Because
interesting.
yeah.
it's, Russian figure and Bollywood being
Bollywood.
anything that has to
Anything goes in Bollywood.
anything musical that has to Bollywood I'm slightly intrigued by.
Right.
And then for May 7th, Lil Papa is dropping Blessed, I guess. T Grizzly is dropping Built for Whatever. Young Boy Never Broke Again is dropping Sincerely Kentrell.
Didn't he just come out with something too, not too long ago?
Comes out with something, I think, once every 6 months.
Okay.
It's
That's weird.
what he does. Let's see. Here's something I'm excited for. TDE. That's the label that has Schoolboy Q. And blanking on a lot of names. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
Yes. Is dropping.
You were very excited about that.
Yes. Is dropping TBA.
TBA.
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
a clue. Trippy Red is dropping Miss the Rage.
Oh, I guess we're gonna miss that one.
And Tuzi is dropping Thank You for Believing. I listened to an album he dropped last year and was impressed. So I will be definitely checking this one out. And I apologize. At the beginning of the podcast, I said that J. Cole is dropping an album this week.
Is he?
It's next week.
Damn. Well, I know what we're getting next week.
Yeah.
I'll try to find something that's more soothing to your ears. Anyway.
All right. What I've got on this list for the 7th, Jack Ingram, Miranda Lambert, and John Randall are dropping the Marfa tapes.
Miranda Lambert?
Miranda Lambert.
Huh. Okay.
Country.
That explains why I know that name.
All right. Ice Age is dropping Seek Shelter.
Oh.
Nancy Wilson is dropping You and Me. Squid is dropping Bright Green Field.
Squid. Oh, boy.
I believe it's pronounced Teke Teke is dropping Shirushi. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones are dropping When Got Was Great. Travis Tritt is dropping Set in Stone. Van Morrison is dropping Latest Record Project Volume 1.
Ooh.
And Weezer is dropping Van Weezer.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I know what we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I believe that is going to close out our upcoming releases for this week. And that is going to then conclude our weekly episode and installment of Music Shack Podcast.
Yeah.
You guys know the drill.
Do they?
I would hope so at this point. It's been long enough.
Check us out on Twitter at Music Shack Pod.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Till then, player, one love, stay safe, and mosh and rave responsibly.
Enjoy the noise.
Enjoy the noise.
Enjoy your trip.